I am terrified to read the remainder of this book. When it feels like the spice is just filler and we're putting it in there because it's an adult book and we're putting it in there just to say that we have spice in it and we're putting it in there because we can't think of anything else more interesting to write with the plot, like that really gets on my nerves. I'm not feeling like that with this. No one was gonna tell me that Brimstone by Callie Hart is 5 times spicier and 5 times better than Quicksilver. I'm literally only 50% into this book and I feel like it's gonna be a 5-star read. Now, I don't like to be wrong. This might be one of the best things that I've read in 2025. I have 2 copies. For everybody out there saying that like Quicksilver was boring from the beginning and they had to work really hard to get into it and it didn't pick up until like the 70% mark, this came right out the gate, had me flipping pages like my life depended on it. I was kind of worried that maybe like Kingfisher was sort of a whirlwind romance for me and I like got obsessed with him, but then like reading deeper about him in book 2, I was just gonna be like, oh, he's just another book boyfriend. Maybe he's not as good as I thought. Kingfisher is as good as we said. Something that has me a little bit worried, honestly, is the amount of spice that's in this book. I am worried that I'm gonna get annoyed by the spice. I don't know. I tend to not really like it when it feels like spice overshadows the plot, but however, at this 50% mark, I do not feel like it's overshadowing the plot. I actually feel like Callie Hart is doing a really good job sort of blending high spice with really good plot. I haven't read something like this in a really long time that like mixes world building, mixes plot with like a high level of romance that's not annoying. I know people are gonna come at me and say, oh, but the errors, the grammatical, the spelling errors. When it comes to a spicy romantasy with a book boyfriend who wants to introduce me to all 7 gods, I am here for the vibes. I think the plot and the pacing and the writing in that style is really good in this. I'm not looking for spelling mistakes. I'm not looking for grammatical errors unless it is blatantly distracting and it makes me confused about what's going on. I don't care. FMC Saris is not annoying. I feel like she's a normal, like, adult woman. It's just honestly kind of refreshing. And the fox, because let me tell you, if anything happens to him, I will not read the rest of the series. Please let me know, anybody who has finished it without giving any spoilers. What did we think about the last 50%? If I'm liking it now, am I gonna like it all the way up until the end? Is it gonna be a 5-star series, or do I have a big disappointment incoming?